Here have the next topic, that is Parliament. The Parliament plays a central role in a modern democracy. The role and the power of the Parliament is divided into two, and the role and power of the Parliament is known as the houses or chambers. That is, the Parliament divided into two role, that is houses or chambers. And one house is directly elected by the people and it performs on behalf of the people, and second one is indirectly elected and it performs some special functions. And in our country the parliament is divided into two, that is two houses, that is council of states Rajya Sabha, and the second one Lok Sabha, the house of the people. The president of India is either a member of Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha. That's why all the major decision is taken by the both the houses. At last, it is sanctioned by the president of our country. And now we have to discuss the next topic, that is the functions of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. The function means in which houses, that is Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, which houses has more power. And Rajya Sabha, it is might be appear that Rajya Sabha exercise sometimes it's more powerful than the Lok Sabha. In some special cases, Rajya Sabha has more powerful. It does not mean that Rajya Sabha is more powerful than Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha we have to consider it is known as the upper house, and the Lok Sabha it is known as the lower house. The Rajya Sabha exercise some special power or special function on the matters of state, but the Lok Sabha exercise some supreme power. In what are the cases? Any ordinary law needs to be passed by both the houses, that is both the houses of parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. If any difference between any laws between these two houses, then during this time both the members of the houses sitting together and pass law. During this time the members of Lok Sabha is more as compared to Rajya Sabha. It's required, it is necessary. And the second case, there is a Lok Sabha exercise more powers or powers in money matters or any law regarding the money or budget. If Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, under this the second point, Lok Sabha exercise more power in money matters or the law related to money. If once the Lok Sabha passes the budget, the Rajya Sabha cannot change any provisions in the budget. The Rajya Sabha can make it delay at least 14 days, but there's a no. The next point, that is the Lok Sabha exercise more powerful in money matters or money related laws. If the Lok Sabha passes the budget, the Rajya Sabha cannot reject it. They can make changes in it at least within the 14 days. The Lok Sabha can accept the changes put forward by Rajya Sabha or may or may not accept. The last point, that is the Lok Sabha controls the Council of Ministers. If the majority of the Lok Sabha members say they have no confidence in the Council of Members and the other ministers, so at last all the ministers and the prime ministers have to quit. This power do not exercise by the Rajya Sabha. The next topic, that is political executive. And we know that our government have different functionaries to look after the different day-to-day decisions of the government, and they do not exercise the supreme power on behalf of the people, but they over execute some of the policies and decision of the government. And these functionaries we usually call it is collectively we call it is an executive. Because we call it is an executive, because the reason is that all these government decision are executed by these organ. When we refer the government, we usually means it is the executive. Next topic, that is political and permanent executive. In a democratic country, we have two categories make up of the executive. They are political executive and permanent executive. The people elected some of the people for a specific time period, that we call this a political executive. That means the political leaders comes under this category. And the second category, the people they are appointed for long term basis, that we call as a permanent executive or civil servants. Those people they are working in a civil service, that person we call it as a civil servants. When the ruling party changes, the permanent executive they do not changes. The permanent executive they were working under the control of political executive. Political executive means the political party leaders. We know that MLA or MPs we are elected for a specific time period. But in the case of permanent executive, they were the civil servants. They were appointed as a long term basis, or they enter into this field through exam.